Shazam! Bam! Shakalaka Loki, genius pie trap back like scoliosis. Call me a psycho schizo freak, and I'll call you by your name. It's Genius Pie Trap, not Shaggy Too Dope, as you might have thought from my wicked rhymes. And this is Running My Trap, and this video is all about how one day I hope to be like the insane Clown Posse. Now hear me out, make sure you guys watch the whole video. No, it doesn't mean I'm going to start painting my face in clown makeup. No, it doesn't mean I'm going to start throwing around Faygo soda pop. No, it doesn't mean I'm going to start rapping about chainsaws and stabbing people. Hear me out, watch the video. But first, the game you're looking at, I got 3 games today. They're all very similar roguelite games. The first game we got here is The Flame in the Flood. The first thing that struck me about this game is the graphics. The graphics alone was enough for me to help kickstart the game. So I've been playing it for a little while now, and so far it's in early access. So far there is no campaign, but a campaign is coming. You just have like an endless mode, which is a lot of fun by itself. So very interested to see how the campaign turns out. It's supposed to be about 4.5 hours according to the devs, who are excellent, by the way. The game basically consists of you going down a river in your raft and making stops along the way. And you cannot just go wherever you want, as you're going down a treacherous river and the raft is half out of control. And there's many gameplay aspects of you taking care of yourself and the raft. Alright, Insane Clown Posse, where do I begin? If you don't know who the Insane Clown Posse are, it's 2 guys from Detroit, Michigan that go by the name of Violent J and Shaggy Too Dope. These guys, their songs, rap songs that are about everything from Faygo soda pop to what I consider basically like a horror movie, only put into song form. A lot of their songs are comedic, I would say, and very, very loved by many people and very, very hated by people. I don't know if there's any group or singer that is more loved or hated than these guys. Maybe Justin Bieber or something like that. It's where people just really, really love them or really, really hate them. I have a friend who is pretty big into the Insane Clown Posse and invited me along to Insane Clown Posse concert. Now, I knew some of the group and I kind of known what to expect, but I really wasn't prepared for exactly what I seen. I'm going to show some clips that I took with my cell phone of the actual concert I was at. And now, for one, this is poor clips because I had to stand far back, or I had to turn my camera off, my phone off, because Faygo soda was sprayed everywhere. These guys are infatuated with Faygo soda. They must have went through hundreds and hundreds, and I'm not exaggerating, of 2-liter Faygo soda pops where they're spraying them in the air, throwing them into this stage. It was a lot of fun. There's just a lot of randomness to the concert. Love them or hate the music, it'd be a really hard time not to have fun at this concert. I'm not kidding you. It just randomness, all randomness. It was never a dull moment, I must say. The next game is Flamebreak. This is basically a cross between The Binding of Isaac with deeper combat and Rogue Legacy, where you get a new character every time. It's kind of a random thing. You get, as you level up, you're getting different skills, and those skills have a chance to roll into a new character. Every time you play, you get 3 characters that you can choose from, each with different abilities and different weapons, and you unlock all these spells and stuff as you go along. I play some indie board games, and to me, like, the whole map overview feels a lot like a cool board game where you're moving from arena to arena, and you can place kind of like cards, but they're not cards, and you can do different things. The game is a lot of fun, some really cool boss battles. Once you play it, you don't want to turn it off. You want to do one more run, and it's amazing how when I first started playing this game, how terrible I was at it. And every run I just get a little bit better, a little bit better, a little bit better. Plus, the best part, regular price is $10 for this, which is excellently priced. A lot of combat for $10, can't go wrong with Flamebreak. Funny little thing that happened at this concert, if you remember one of my previous Running My Trap episodes, I talked about how I was skateboarding and smashed my face into concrete and put a hole right through my lip with my teeth. Now this concert took a little place after that, and my lip was all healed for the most part, but very, very sensitive and very, very sore. And the whole time I knew it was going to be a pretty rowdy concert, and I wanted to be extra careful that I didn't get an elbow to my lip or anything like that. But I kind of knew going in that there was a very high probability of something like that happening. And the whole concert I did pretty good. I was up in front, I was moshing, I was doing the whole everything, and no problems with my lip until right towards the end when Violent J threw a 2-liter soda pop, about a quarter full. So just enough, heavy enough to go sailing through the air, end over end, and directly right into my lip. It didn't do any damage or nothing, but it just hurt like a son of a bitch. Alright, next game is Rampage Knights. This is another roguelite, of course, like the other games, and this is more of a beat 'em up. The combat reminds me a lot of ways of Castle Crashers. So if you like Castle Crashers but want a roguelike twist, this definitely might be for you. It also, thankfully, has co-op and local co-op to be beyond that, which I'm really glad to see in a lot of PC games these days, where people are getting bigger monitors and hooking their PCs up to TV, and able to play local co-op on this is a definite advantage. I love the art style, I like the characters, it's funny, the dungeons are random so it doesn't get boring, and another very well priced game at $12. If you're a fan of brawlers and roguelikes, this game is a must have for sure. Back to the title, why I want to be like the Insane Clown Posse. In fact, why any YouTuber would want to be like the Insane Clown Posse. This is a group that has been around for 25 plus years and still has a huge following. Huge following. Think of all the musicians that you know that have come and gone and they've got a radio hit and nothing. These guys have never, as far as I know, have never had a radio hit. I don't think any of their songs are really even playable on the radio. Yet they have generated a huge following. This following was of all ages. This was a all ages show, which if you guys, just so you know, I've been to a lot of concerts. An all ages show doesn't mean anything. It just means all ages are allowed. It doesn't mean that it's going to be watered down at all, because this concert was not watered down at all. They very, very vulgar, so little tip to all you people, all you young people out there, if you want to go to a concert, just tell your parents it can't be that bad, it's an all ages show. That doesn't mean anything, it just means you're getting in the door and they're not serving alcohol. Anyway, this all ages show was filled with, I would say, from ages 13 years old to people in their 50s. I'm not even joking. For sure upper 40s. So a very wide range of people that were attending this concert. 4 or 5 opening bands or whatever. The band before them was a group by the name of POD, who early 2000s maybe had a ton of hits. Nothing as of recent, but they're the guys that did the Click Click Boom song, and they had a bunch of radio hits. Some of the people at the concert were there strictly to see POD, for sure. They had no interest in the Insane Clown Posse at all. Now, you could tell and pick out a audience member of who was there to see POD, who is more of a kind of heavy metal rap type group, and who is there to see the Insane Clown Posse. Now, the Insane Clown Posse fans by far outnumbered the other fans. Now, one thing, I've been to many concerts and people always go for the main group, and when the opening band plays, a lot of times if they're not in their realm of music, which POD wasn't, they'll get booed off the stage to try to make it hurry up so the main act gets on, or just be disrespectful of their music. This concert, not at all. everyone was super respectful to this band. Even you could tell some people weren't into them, but not a boo in the place, nothing. Very respectable bunch of people. Also, the fans treated the other fans very, very respectable. It was very nice to see. So, the fans, or Juggalos as they're called, if you're a fan of the Insane Clown Posse, I think you gotta be a hardcore fan of the Insane Clown Posse, I don't know, but you're known as a Juggalo. Now, the Juggalos, their fans, again, something I would strive to have is a fan base like the Juggalos. Die-hard fans, for one. The Insane Clown Posse will release an album that is the same, but with 5 different colored cover arts, right? And fans will buy all 5 of them. The merchandise booth was just jam-packed. You couldn't even get to it. And like I said, the people just came out in droves to see these guys, all ages. The fans, not only are they dedicated, but they are outrageously nice to everyone. Not just their own kind, but again, to the other people that were there to see the other band, and everyone to themselves. I kind of went into this expecting to see some fights, see some crazy things in the mosh pit. No, the mosh pit was crazy, but everyone was very considerate of everybody, helping each other up, watching out for each other. They had chants. All of a sudden it'd break out in chants, well, family, family, family. They all considered each other family. Whether you knew them or not, everyone was cool with each other. It was very cool to see how accepting they are of everybody. Everybody accepts everybody when you're a Juggalo. Very cool. Now, in a day and age of the internet, you have so many trolls that it's just like you want to weed those people out. There's only a few of those bad trolls out there that you just want to pluck out and make them all nice to each other and accepting of each other's opinions. Everyone there came from a different walk of life, and no matter who you were there for one purpose, and that was to see the Insane Clown Posse, so it was like you were cool in their book. So that's what I strive for. Loyal fans that show each other respect for one common cause. And that's kind of what I started this channel, is to help any way I can PC gaming. It's gotten better, but I really hate the elitist attitude a lot of PC gamers have. And that's why I do a lot of tutorials, is because some people have this elitist attitude that I know something you don't know and I'm not going to say what it is. I don't like that. I want everyone to know everything. If you find something cool, you should share it with people. It's no fun if you just know. I don't get any joy in that at all. I enjoy teaching other people that want to learn that sort of thing. Share your passion with others, treat others with respect. And with that, I'm out of here. If you're not a fan of the Insane Clown Posse, again, it wasn't about being them. It was kind of who supports them. And if you're a Juggalo, whoop whoop. Talk to you guys later. Genius Pie Trap, over and out. Later. Bye.
Victory.
The outcome was never really in doubt.
Eat my dust!
Let's have a go at it!
Godspeed, you magnificent bastard!
Giddy up!